Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Now in this video, I'm going to reveal some most amazing and awaited shortcut tricks to find the hybridization. Alright, now in this video, I'll be discussing with you three methods. How many methods? Three methods I'll be discussing with you. Now, whichever method among the three methods you find it comfortable, you can opt that. Okay, now let us discuss the first method to find the hybridization. Now in order to explain you the method, I'll directly go on with the examples, because if I explain you with the examples, then you can understand it in a better manner. The first example I'm taking is NH4+. How many electrons we have? 5 electron. But here we can see in nitrogen, I'm discussing about nitrogen, but here we have plus. It means one electron is removed from it. Now how many electrons we are left with? 4 electrons. Getting my point? We had 5 electrons here in nitrogen, okay, but one electron is removed according to this plus, so 4 electron we are left with. Then we have 4 hydrogen. Just bond them. Now you might be thinking, what is this XXX into marks? I have indicated the electron in the form of into marks. Okay, for the electron I have bonded with hydrogen. 4 electron we had left, 4 hydrogen we have bonded. It means 4 bond pair and 0 lone pair. Now 4 bond pair, 0 lone pair, it means sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Now if they ask you the shape, if they ask you the shape, in my previous video I have already explained you how to find the shape of the molecule. See, all these things I had explained in the previous video along with the trick BTS. The trick was BTS with the modification of L. Okay, if you want to watch that video, I'll provide the link for that video in the description box. You can check. Alright, now according to my previous video, what I had explained you, if we have 4 bond pair and 0 lone pair, the shape is tetrahedral. So the shape of this molecule is tetrahedral. Okay, tetrahedral is its shape. Next, let's go to the next example. Let me take a next example as SO3 minus 2. Okay, now how many electrons we have in sulfur? 6, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6, but here we can see minus 2. It means 2 more electrons are being added in this, so add 2 more electron in this. Now oxygen has 2 arms. Just imagine, just for example, hydrogen will bond with only one arm. It uses only one arm to bond with the neighboring atom, but oxygen use 2 arms. It uses 2 arms. It will hold the other atom's electron with 2 arms. So one oxygen atom uses 2 arms. Similarly, we have 3 oxygen atoms, so it will use how many electrons? 6 electron will use, and last 2 electrons will be left with us, that is lone pair. So totally how many we have? 3 bond pair, the last one is 1 lone pair. Okay, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Getting my point? Now for 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, in my previous video I already told you, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Shape is trigonal pyramidal. Okay, trigonal pyramidal is its shape. Now what is the hybridization? 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, sp3. Okay, sp3, it's sp3. Hybridization is sp3 because 4, right? Total it's 4. Here total is was 4. Totally whatever it may be, total if we are getting 4, then hybridization is sp3. Next, let us move on to the next example. Some more interesting examples I'll be taking. Okay, SO3 again. Here SO3 minus 2, here SO3. Okay, how many electrons we have? 6 electrons, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So oxygen uses 2 arms. It means only 3 bond pair. Only 3 bond pair we have in this. If we have only 3 bond pair, 6 electrons, 3 bond pair, it means its hybridization is sp2. Here we had total 4, but here we have total 3. If we have 3, then we have to write sp2. If we have 4, then we have to write sp3. Now what is the shape? What I told you, 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair. Where is, okay, 3 bond pair, 0 lone pair. In my previous video I had explained what is the shape. Trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. See, in the hybridization video I am including the shapes also, so it's an advantage for you. Okay, now let us move on to the fourth example. The more example we discuss, the more better we become. Let us take XeF4. Now in xenon, how many electrons we have? 8 electrons. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now 4 we have fluorine, so fluorine also uses only one arm. Okay, fluorine, fluorine, fluorine. Here also fluorine. So we are left with two bond pair, this one and this one. So 1 2 3 4, 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Okay, 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So what is the hybridization? Total how much? 4 plus 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 means sp3d2, sp3d2. And according to my previous video, if we have 4 Okay, let me discuss the trick number 2 in another page. See, trick number 2 also I'll be discussing with you along with the example. Let me take the first example, CH4 methane. Now if you are asked to find the hybridization, see the method. See, this is the trick number 2. Listen to me carefully. What you have to do is, see, what is the valency of carbon? 4 plus valency of hydrogen 1. How many hydrogens we have? 4. Multiply 4. Did you understand? What is this? This is the valency of carbon. What is this? 1. This is the valency of hydrogen. Why I have multiplied 4? Because there are 4 hydrogens. Now 4 plus 4 ones are 4. Totally it is 8. Now what you have to do is, we just have to divide this 8 with 2. What is the answer? 2 4s are 8, right? So if we are getting answer 4, it means hybridization is sp3. Alright, now let us move on to the next example. Next example, let me take ammonia, NH3. Now tell me, how many valence electron? Nitrogen 5 plus hydrogen valency is 1. How many hydrogens we have? 3, right? So 5 plus 3 ones are 3, that is 8. Now again divide 8 by 2. 2 4s are 8, 0. If we are getting 4 as answer, what is hybridization? sp3. Now let us come to the another last example. Let me take water. Let's take water. Okay, now for water, tell me, for oxygen, what is the valence electron? 6 plus hydrogen 1. How many hydrogens we have? 2. Are you getting what I am doing? First I am writing the valence electron plus hydrogen valence is 1. How many hydrogens we have? 2. So 6 plus 2, that is 8. Okay, 6 plus 2 is 8. Now what you have to do? Multiply this, divide this 8 with 2. 2 4s are 8. again we are getting 4, again we are getting 4, so sp3. You got the answer. See, in just 2 seconds you can solve this. In just 2 seconds with this method you can solve this. Now let us come to the last and final method, method number 3. This method number 3 also I will be explaining you with some example. Now let us take some complex example, little tough example, CaCO3. Now what we have to do is again same. First write the electronic configuration of carbon, calcium. What is the electronic configuration? 288. What is the electronic configuration of carbon? It is 2, 4. Of oxygen, what is the electronic configuration? 2, 6. Now we don't need all these things, we just only need the valency electron, the ending electron we need. And now just see, carbon, calcium, how many we have? 1, so multiply 1. Okay, even if we don't multiply also it's okay. 4, what is this? 4. Carbon, how many carbon we have? Only 1. Then oxygen, how many oxygen we have? 3, so 3. Now add this, 8 ones are 8, this is also 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, then 6 threes are 18. If we add this, then what we will be getting? 24. Now the rule is, if we get this answer 1 to 8, then we have to divide with 2 next. Or if we get the answer as 8 to 54, if this number lies between 8 to 54, then we have to divide with 8. Now where this number lies, 1 to 8 or 8 to 24? Of course 8 to 24, right? So this 24 we have to divide with 8. How? 8 3 is a 24, 0. We have got 3. What does 3 means? Hybridization is sp2. See, for such a complex substance, hybridization is sp2. In a very easy manner we derived it. Now let us take another last example, because video is getting long, I am ending it. Okay, last example. Let us take this H2C2H5OH. Okay, now write the electronic configuration of carbon. What is the electron configuration of carbon? 2, 4. Next, hydrogen is 1. Then oxygen, what is the electron configuration of oxygen? 2, 6. Now see how many. Now we need only large numbers, because this is the valency electron. Directly you can write valency electron itself. Just to make you understand, I have written the complete electronic configuration, 2, 4, 1, 2, 6. I have just written to make you understand. You can directly write valency electron itself. Now 4, how many carbon we have? 2, so multiply 2. How many hydrogens we have? See here, 5 we have hydrogens, so multiplied by 5. Oxygen, actually this is then this is 1, so multiplied 1. Actually here we have 5 hydrogen, and here again another hydrogen we have, so actually this is 6. A small mistake, sorry. Okay, 2 carbon we have, so I have multiplied with 2. Hydrogen here 5, here 1. Okay, this is also hydrogen, so total 6 hydrogen, I have multiplied 6. Then oxygen we have 1, so 1. Now add this, 4 2s are 8 plus 6 plus 6 1s are 6. Now the total for this is 20. Now where this lies here itself, right? Whether it lies 1 to 8, 20? No, right? It lies between 8 to 54. For 8 to 54, which number we have to divide? 8 we have to divide. So therefore 20 divided by 8. Now how we can divide? 8 2s are 16, so 4 is left. Now again divide with 2. 2 2s are 4, so 0. Now add this 2. Add these two quotients. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. If we are getting 4, what is the hybridization? sp3, right? Now I have finished the tricks. Now whichever trick you find it easy, you can use it. Now if you ask me, my personal opinion, okay, what I used in my examination is trick number 2. What I told you, trick number 2. For carbon, what I told you, just write the valence electron, add and multiply how much ever elements, how much ever atoms we have here, just multiply and divide with 2. This is, according to me, it's very easy trick number 2. And trick number 1 is also very easy. In trick number 1, the easiest part is the easy part. Why? Because in trick number 1 we just have to write the valency electron and we have to match. But in trick number 2 and 3, we have to multiply, we have to divide, we have to add, lots of mathematical calculations we have. So in exam stress, some students might get confused and they might do wrong this multiplication, division calculations. But here in this method, we just have to write the number of valence electron, we have to match, and we will get the answer very easily. Okay, for some people method 1 will be easy, for some people method 2 will be easy. Okay, so any of the 3 methods you can opt and you can find the hybridization. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button because it motivates me to make more such videos. Stay tuned, I'm working on these chapters and I'll be giving you such amazing more tricks, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.